Welcome to Patty's Aquatics. Today what I want to do is give you a little tour of my 75-gallon puffer tank and show you an update of what's all happened since I've rescaped it. It's been about 2 months since I've done the rescape on that tank, and the plants have just gone nuts, and I want to show you what's changed since then. So if we're ready, let's get it on. Let's go upstairs and I'll show you. So this is my 75-gallon tank, currently at its current state. The plants are starting to really fill in the back, which I'm absolutely loving. The dwarf sage and Valsinaria is continuing to propagate in the back, and it will make it even thicker to not see that back wall, which is my goal. Now the dwarf sage and Valsinaria will send out runners, and sometimes they come up in front of the piece of driftwood, and I just take them off and I replant them in the back to keep going with that. And then the Pogostemon stellatus octopus, I keep trimming that one down a little bit, and when you make a trim on these plants, it shoots out 4 new runners where you made the cut, so it gets thicker and thicker. So I'm really digging that plant too. I've had that was actually my first aquarium plant I ever bought some years ago, and I absolutely love it. Now with the Java moss, I kind of decided I'm not a big fan anymore. If you can see, a lot of it's missing on this piece of wood from what originally was on there. I found that it collects too much detritus so much, and it just makes a mess and it looks messy. So I trimmed a lot of it down as far as I could, and a lot of it that wasn't sticking to the wood I removed. Whatever was sticking I kind of left there, and I'll kind of keep it trimmed down so maybe it doesn't get so bushy and full of detritus, but we'll see what happens with that. Now, as you can see here, this is a new plant in the tank. This is a tiger lotus plant. I believe that's what it's called. It's one that shoots up lily pads, and I absolutely love the look of it. I had it in another tank downstairs and had to put it up here. And then as you can see right here, after I planted it, I found another bulb floating around in the tank, so it must have come loose from it. So I put it next to it, and that one's starting to come up as well. So I should have a nice bushy area of lily pads here, and I can't wait for them to shoot up. When I had a previous community tank in this tank, I had lily pads in there, and I absolutely love the look. These are my cryptocorn lucens. As you can probably tell, the big bushes are gone. They had blackbeard algae on them, and I was fighting to try to get them off. I would spray hydrogen peroxide and stuff on them, but they just didn't go away. So I kept the little pieces that didn't have blackbeard algae on and replanted them. This is my pink flamingo crypt. I moved it. It used to be in the middle of the tank there, but it is sad. I cannot get this thing to grow for some reason, so I replanted it over here to give it another shot, but we'll see what happens. I don't have much hope. And then back here I have some guppy grass that I took from some of my tanks downstairs. I wanted to try different floating plants in this tank to see what will work and what won't. And then there's some pearlweed. I took a little tiny bunch of that too to throw in there. And then I also have a little string or two of hornwort over here. I used to have a whole mess of redwood floaters at the top of this tank about a couple weeks ago. I wanted to see how that would work, but I liked the dimmer look, but the redwood floaters wouldn't survive, and they wound up always sinking to the bottom and littering the floor and made it look like crap, and I didn't like it. And then this is Puff Daddy's new spot. He dug out his little pit here under this piece of wood. He likes to have his own little home wherever he is in this tank, and this is where he decided to do it. He's thriving. He's pouting again right now. I don't know. He seems to know when I have the camera around, and he'll sit there and sulk like he knows, like he doesn't want me to videotape him. It's a little crazy. Anyway, this is my 75-gallon. I hope you enjoy it. So sit back and I'll show you a little more footage. you like that update of my 75-gallon puffer tank. Now, as you can tell, the plants have just gone crazy in there since I've done that rescape, and I absolutely love it. I love that heavily planted look, and to be able to incorporate that with my puffer is just, it's mind-blowing. I love it. So that being said, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, I encourage you to please go to my channel and hit that subscribe button. But if you do, make sure you hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss any of my upcoming content. That being said, thank you very much for watching and hope to see you next time here at Patty's Aquatics.